All right, what's happening, everybody? And welcome to the Pops and Wiz SportsCast. We're your host. My name's Mr. Whiskers, and to my right is Papa K. Dad. How the hell are you doing tonight?
Wonderful.
Doing good, doing good?
Can't complain.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Hopefully everybody is having a wonderful week so far. We went through some...
Ranger fans.
Except for Ranger fans. We're going to get into some sports talk in just a second. But, we have had quite the week because, as Tuesday came around, the hurricane was coming up the East Coast, and we got hit with, 50-mile-an-hour winds?
Oh, easy.
Easily 50-mile-an-hour winds. Rain just came pouring down. Trees started going down. We lost power over here.
26 hours.
26 hours. We didn't get our power back till yesterday at about 4 p.m. Eastern time.
Some people just got it back today.
Yeah. And some people still don't have it back yet.
So many affected, yeah.
So hopefully, from what I heard, though, is that they're talking about potentially coming back tomorrow or as late as this weekend. So fingers crossed for those of you without power.
90% of people are back.
Yeah.
But there's a section here and there. I thought we were going to be forever.
Oh, it was brutal, though, because, so it was brutal in the sense of, I won't say brutal. It was brutal to me because one, it knocked out my live stream on Twitch for Tuesday. So I sat in the dark with not even a cold beer at that point. It was getting to be lukewarm because the fridge wasn't working.
Yep.
And I was just sitting there with my room temperature brewski with a flashlight tucked in my chin as I was reading my Walking Dead graphic novels. So that was my Tuesday night.
Hey, I was here with you.
Yeah, we hung. Yeah, that was nice though. We hung out in the front yard for a bit, staring at the stars and just having a couple and shooting the shit.
Yeah. Didn't do anything. Miserable sleeping that night. Well, not too, because we had a few, but it was.
Yeah, I wasn't too bad. I wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I was tossing and turning.
I'm glad it didn't happen when we were having that 95-degree weather, because then...
Problem was I missed it, which not much, but I wound up missing the Ranger game. They lost anyway, so...
Yeah.
But whatever.
Well, what also sucked, too, is it ended up knocking down 7 of my 8 pepper plants, which I had to go out there yesterday and stake them back up and get them tied up. Which was funny, though, because there were 2 weeds I did not notice because they were right alongside my pepper plants. So I thought it was part of the pepper plant until I was staking them up yesterday and realizing that, oh my God.
Yeah, they go just as fast.
Oh my God. These things were draining the life out of my poor peppers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But anyways, let's get into some sports conversation right here. As you had already brought up, Papa K, that Rangers swept.
Done.
Swept 3 games, 3 losses. They
weren't even in the mix.
Now, I didn't get to catch any of these games, but you were even saying that they were pretty flat on the ice, right?
Very flat, yeah. Totally, they looked like amateurs compared to the Hurricanes. They were dominant.
And it was
absolute dominant.
It was a conversation we had, though, where you were going to see when sports coming back that who was
ready.
Who was ready and who wasn't? Who was affected by the time off and who wasn't? And clearly,
they were definitely affected.
Clearly, the Rangers were not with it.
And again, 9 of the guys, I think 9 or 11, were never in the playoffs on the Rangers team right now. So they had no clue what they were doing.
Yeah, still green.
Without a doubt. Don't forget, there's no audience. They're not at the Garden. Even for a home game.
Yeah.
You're playing in front of an empty audience. Not that it mattered for Carolina. They started Lundqvist twice, which I get. Because there was some issues with the other guy, Shesterkin.
Well, I had heard that. I had heard with the whole Lundqvist starting, and once again, we got Lundqvist right up there, number 30 behind Papa K's head. Yeah. I don't think that was a great decision there, and I understand that he had numbers in the past.
Big time. That
were great against the Hurricanes, but we're looking at a very different Lundqvist now at the end of his career.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was in a playoff seed right there in a playoff game. That was the best move to make right there. Those are previous numbers. It's not what he's doing now. Yeah. And hey, I hope Lundqvist rides off into the sunset with his Ranger jersey.
What did we do? He's got 1 more year left.
Okay, so what do we do?
The question was today. I watched it on a show. one of the guys that's hockey play-by-play for the Rangers. Can I mention him?
Hockey play-by-play for the Rangers? Well, I mean, I don't think there's a problem mentioning him.
Donald Greco.
Yeah.
He does play-by-play for the Rangers. And he said it'd be better off if they either buy him out or let him go. Because otherwise they have to pay him $7+ million for next year. That's his last year. Set him off in the sunset, you know, but he has a no trade, so.
But yeah, and the real question I think there is, what does Lundqvist want to do?
Yeah.
You know, so I think we'll be paying attention.
What's better for the team, though, according to this guy?
I know.
You got to keep Sisirkin and Georgiev, unless you get something major for either one of them.
Well, you know what, though? I'll be honest with you. Lundqvist strikes me as a class act. He has his entire Ranger career. I mean, I can't really think of anything bad to say about the guy.
Neither.
I mean, the only thing bad I could say, and this is just from my own fan aspect, is I really would have loved to see him lift the Stanley Cup over his head.
Close.
Came close against the LA Kings, but you know what? Honestly, there's nothing bad you can really say about the guy. So I think class act. I think what he's going to do is retire a New York Ranger.
Yeah.
And
let him buy him out. Give him the year. But you don't want to give up these two young guys. They're 22, 21. He's 37.
This is the future of New York Rangers goaltending
you
right there.
cannot hurt the team because of a past icon. He's not that anymore. He's good, but he's not Lundqvist of 15 years ago, you know, when he was phenomenal.
As much as it hurts to say, you know, it's as fans, you know, it's time to, you know, it is time to cut the ties.
We just went through that with Eli.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
And that was hurt. That that hurt a little bit, but at the same time, he retired a Giant, and that's something that all Giants fans can really appreciate.
Yeah. And I think Lundqvist will probably do the same thing, unless he wants to play more.
Yeah.
You know, if he thinks he's got 3 more years to go, but he'll be a backup.
Yeah.
Maybe for a solid team that's, you know, playoff bound or Stanley Cup bound. What? Does he want to go there? I don't know.
I don't know. As always, though, I will apologize right now for if you hear any droning noises. It's still pretty warm in this room, so we are running the fans, keeping them on quite, you know, a low. Well, no, but this microphone picks up everything, Dad.
Okay.
So trust me.
Yeah.
You people can hear them.
Sticking with hockey for a minute, the Islander fans got to be happy. They're still alive.
Islander fans.
Obviously, they're 1 game away from, you know, advancing, beating the Panthers. They're up 2-1. Just lost
2-1.
yesterday.
Yep, they just lost.
3-2.
Jesse, what's happening, my man? How's it going, bro?
I could see them moving on. You know, they looked like they were ready, and they have more veterans. The guys that have been there.
Yeah.
You know, that's another thing.
It's key. It's key. It definitely helps when you have
when you have
experience.
9 guys that are 22 and under,
Yeah.
and have never been there. It's hard. You got potential, but I'll figure another 2-3 years.
Hopefully everything's going good, Jesse. Hopefully you had a good day. I know Jesse got his new cell phone and got his internet and everything hooked up, so that's good to know, man. That's good to hear.
With his twins.
I know. We were actually, Jesse and I were discussing that earlier today.
Best record in baseball.
Messaging each other, and they got the best record. Yep.
If they won today, they were 11-2. It was 5-4 when last I heard. But if they won, they were 11-2.
So congrats to your twins, Jess.
Hopefully they don't face us.
Well, right now, you know, I want the Yankees to keep moving forward and just keep stringing together some wins.
I mean, they did exactly what you wanted them to do.
Yeah.
You know, besides tonight's game, they're off to a 9-2 start. That's damn good. Twins are a little bit better, but nobody else is doing that.
Yeah.
You know, but it's early. It's only 11, 12 games in. See what they do after tonight. You said they were losing 5-4?
Last I checked, it was going. I believe it was going into the 7th inning.
5-4.
They were losing 5-4.
Okay. So, you want to argue about what we were talking about earlier? About him sitting 2 guys that I didn't think he should?
Yeah, sure. I always love arguing with this man. It's pretty much, you know, one of the reasons, one of the things we do the show is I was like, this ought to be interesting. Dad, you want to go live on YouTube so we can argue with each other?
Yeah, that's why we started this. Because we always argued anyway.
Yeah, my boys, hopefully they keep the momentum.
Yeah.
Well, Jesse, my feelings on that is with the short season, It's the teams that have the momentum in the beginning that have the biggest advantage right now because, coming out of a slump is difficult and at this point, I imagine just even just winning series isn't enough.
No.
You're going to have to sweep a couple series.
Yeah.
To stay relevant, especially against your Twins. So,
we don't even face them.
Thank God.
Yeah. No, because they're only facing the East Coast.
They lost. They lost 5-6 today. All right. So what does that put the Twins at? 11.
They lost.
Yeah, I guess so. That's what
Oh my
Jesse's
God.
got said. Yeah, we lost 5-6.
All right.
So that puts them at what? 11-3.
No. 10-3.
10-3.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were
okay.
10-2. They were winning that game 5-4. That was late in the game too. It was the ninth inning. I think it was Toronto.
The Yanks and the Twins are
watch
right
the
there,
Yankees.
right there.
If the Yankees win tonight, they'll be pretty much. Well, actually, the Yankees will be better. They'll be 10-2. One less loss.
One less loss, yeah.
Okay, you want to get to the point? I told him Aaron Boone sat LeMahieu and Judge today, which I thought was a big mistake. I thought if you're going to sit anybody, sit the guys that are ice cold, which is Gleyber Torres and Gary Sanchez. Not the guy that's getting 3 hits a game and the other guy that's banging the ball out of the park with 7 home runs already and almost 20 RBIs. And he disagrees.
And I'm gonna state my disagreement with you right here. Is so once and this is perfect timing actually because bringing up the title of tonight's show, short but definitely not sweet. We got a short season, and right now, from what you told me, remember this is your words, was that so far, what is it? 75% of pitching in the MLB are already injured.
Yeah.
11 games. What are we? How many games into the season?
Some 13, some 7, some 10.
Some, yeah. So like I'm just gonna round it to about 2 weeks. 2 weeks into the season, and we have 75% of
2 weeks
pitching.
today.
2 weeks today. 75% of pitching done. Starters.
And some relievers too. Because
Some
of
relievers,
COVID.
starters,
Yeah.
but points being made right here. And Jesse, I'll get to you in a second real quick because I see you are typing away in chat. I'll get to you in 1 second, my man. Where we have a good win-loss right now. We're what, 9-3?
9-2.
9-2. Sorry, 9-2. You just said that. We're 9-2. Guys are dropping like flies. And I know this man over here wants to win all 60 games, even though that's not even possible right now. With 2 losses. Oh, it is true. You even admitted
We already lost 2.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's a joke.
But see if he agrees with me or anybody else that's listening. Go ahead.
At this point, just seeing how quickly players are dropping left and right, the move to sit them down, especially that you got a good hot streak going right now. You got you're playing really good baseball right now. If either one of those 2 players gets injured,
Part of the game.
it's part of the game. Your entire season's over.
You should.
And then,
whatever
because
game's
I know this guy, because then if Judge got hurt tonight because he pulled something or whatever, he would go, oh, well, you should probably have sit him down.
No.
He would.
Not true.
He's done it in the past.
No.
Let me get to Jesse really quick over here. 10-3. Well, we're not doing as bad as the Pirates. They're going 10-3. Oh, well. 3-10.
3-10, yeah. I was gonna say.
I was like, Jesse, I'm glad we read the next part of it, because I was sitting there very scratching my head like.
Again, I get your point, but sit down the guys that are ice cold. Don't sit the guys that are hot in this short season. It's 11 games.
But here's the thing. The guys that are on fire right now, you're sitting them down for 1 game.
Which could be a loss tonight.
Could be a loss.
Because
You still have a great record right now as the start of the first 2 weeks of the
When you're
season.
going into Tampa Bay, who's always giving us trouble.
Yeah, so you want these guys to be a little bit rested. I know, but see, once again.
If it's a 162 game season, yeah, I can see you have to rest in 12, 13 games. 60 game season, nah.
Yeah, but you say nah, but at the same time, you understand how many players are injured already.
And most of them are pitchers, though.
But here's
players.
the thing. Still, a lot of injuries.
Yeah, but it's all about the throwing thing. You know, it's not about anything else.
We'll agree that there's a lot of injuries in baseball right now.
Yeah, and like
all
I
right.
said, most
And
of
so,
it's
do you
pitchers.
want it to? Okay, but do you want it to go the other way? No.
Well,
So it's time because you know what? I imagine as a coach, as a manager of a team, that when you're seeing the high increase in injuries, whether it be just pitchers alone, but you start having to take a different approach to things because you realize with 3 exhibition games and then we started the season, let's go sprinting before we even stretched.
Yeah. No, that's what
Let's
hockey
go
players do.
pedal to the metal in a car that's 40 years old and hope the engine doesn't explode in your face. No, you got to warm the
I will
car
never
up for
change my
about
mind
20, 30 minutes.
about my opinion on this. Like I said, if it was a long season, yeah. Not short season.
You're
I'm
right.
sorry.
You don't have to change your mind because you're out of your mind.
True. I got to keep my star players that are hot
But
in the game. I ain't worried. I can't look at it. Injuries are going to happen. Keep the guys in the game. He's smoking the ball, and he's getting 3 hits a game. And you're sitting them down. No.
Because maybe now it's an opportunity for these guys to find their swing. Once again, you don't know how the Yankees scored 5 runs yet today, do you?
The first 2 you were on the phone. Topman got a single with bases loaded.
Okay.
That was 2, and after that, they got another 2-run double. And then I came here, and it looks like they were rallying a little bit. I don't know.
I'm just saying, if the Yankees win tonight, and let's say it just so happens to be off the bat of Gary Sanchez, which is someone we are going to bring up right now. He is struggling right now. I think he's batting 0.74 or something like that.
Yeah.
His average?
Probably lower than that, but, he's terrible. Right now.
But I think this is a way for, we're going to sit these guys down. Now, you guys got to figure out how to win right now. You have to grind it out.
I would have put a Higashioka in there tonight, and I would have sat Gleyber Torres. Both of them. And let the other kids play. Tyler Wade, they sent Underwood down, but so he's going to.
They sent Underwood down, right? Okay. So, but listen, I
think he's done.
With these, with Judge, with sitting the two players, okay?
Yeah.
With sitting them. If you look at how deep our lineup is to begin with, how big of a deal is it that these, it's a deadly lineup?
Yeah, but 4 of the guys are struggling big time. Not 2.
Okay,
you
so
got
then,
struggling like
and
crazy.
Here's the thing, and you admitted it yourself, though, that Aaron Judge, staying on the topic of the Yankees right now, Aaron Judge is literally carrying the team, is what you told me.
And LeMahieu.
Yeah,
and just sitting down.
Yeah, because you know what? It shouldn't just be, it's a team effort. So find a way to win without these guys.
No. I disagree. Mm-hmm. No. Not after 11 games. I'm sorry. I got to put this 2 studs in right now that are getting, on an average, the 2 of them are getting 5 to 6 hits a game. Not bad.
I can understand.
And 1 guy's smoking the ball.
Well, I can understand the decision because if I was a coach and seen the influx of, I used that word right?
Yes, you did.
The influx of injuries happening in baseball right now, I am protecting my 2-star players.
Yeah.
Because because right now it's not about winning every single game. It's about winning what you need to win to get to the playoffs.
Actually, it is about winning every game now.
I don't think so. I know what I said before, but there will be, once again, very early in the season, there will be opportunities. And since they're on fire right now, if you were to tell me, if we were to let's just rotate it. Let's just switch it right now. Let's say the Yankees had the Mets record right now. No offense to any Met fans out there, but just using the records as an example right now, then I would understand. Why are you sitting your 2 best players when you really need to start making up games? But the fact that you have a pretty comfortable lead in your division right now, it makes sense to me to, let me rest these 2 guys for a game because you know what? God forbid anything happen, my season's over.
Well, the Mets are 5-10. He's not sitting anybody down. He's letting everybody
But that
play.
is the point I just made. Are you not registering that, though? What I was just saying is I understand from a Mets standpoint, if you're sitting your two best players, yeah, that doesn't make sense because you're trying to make up games.
Yes, well, there's a couple
But
of their best
because
players
of what
can't hit right now.
Yeah, but do you understand what I said, though?
Yeah.
Is that the Yankees can afford that right now, and I was using their records. Now, my point being, if the Yankees had the Mets record right now and they did this, I'd be on the same page as you. I'd be like, what are you doing right now? You need to make up every game you can, win as many games as possible right now because you're off to a rough start. Yankees are not off to a rough start. They're off to a really good start, and they can afford to sit them down this game and hope that the rest of the team pulls it together and maybe pulls a win out of their ass.
Big win. Well, the starting pitcher was not good today, but still, they're only down by one, or they were. We'll see what happens. That was what, seventh inning.
That's my thoughts on that. I mean, Jesse, if the Minnesota Twins and whoever, anybody else who watches this, leave it in the comments. Tell me I'm crazy if you want, but I'm thinking you got a comfortable lead. Or, it's okay to sit your two best players.
Who do you agree with, Jesse? Me or him? If you're a Yankee fan and you sat down these two guys and I disagree.
Choose a side. Choose wisely.
Don't let them intimidate you. Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, no, it's going to be... And listen, if they win tonight, then that's going to be fantastic because then these two guys get rest and they got another win together. And speaking of which, hold on. Let me just take a peek right now. Let's just take a look at the score.
Yeah. It's got to be close to over.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We have 6 o'clock start. It's 9 o'clock now. It's damn close. Unless there's rallies.
All right, we're going into the top of the 8th right now. Yankees are up. They're still losing 4-5 at the current moment in time.
Yeah, see? That's probably late, too. Probably past that.
Jesse's cracking up hysterically, and he says, I'm not sure. What? I got a good point, Jesse.
No.
I'm making a really good point right now. This guy would sacrifice anything.
No.
And everything.
It's a short season. Let them play. Let them play. Lou Gehrig played 2,130 games.
We're talking about a different
Sit
time.
him down.
We're talking about a very different
Cal
time.
Ripken played more than that. That was an earlier time.
Did they deal with a 60-game season?
Only a strike year. That's the only time.
And how many games were played that season?
Well, they struck, I think, 2 or 3 times, so I can't remember.
Yeah. So before we start comparing, let's remember that there most likely are some very big
He
differences.
came in and played with bandages. Give me a break. Sorry. These guys are 25, 26 years old. Play the damn game. But that's not their choice. Their manager sat them down. He didn't, I'd rather go with Gary Sanchez, who's 0 for 95.
Felicia, what's happening?
Yeah.
Baseball is back.
Well, let's see if he can eventually hit the beach ball. Probably not.
So, Felicia, right now I'm arguing with Papa K because it's one thing we're very good at, actually, on this show. Is Papa K is upset that our Yankees have sat LeMahieu and Judge today.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're rocking a 9-3.
9-2.
9-2. Are you sure?
9-2.
I think I just looked at it, actually. Yeah,
They
I
lost
think
to the
you're right.
Nationals and the
Okay,
Phillies.
touche. Yeah, I'm just...
That's it.
You got me so flustered right now, I can't think straight. This guy.
Wow.
So,
I'm not flustered.
I know, because I think you just get a kick out of annoying me.
No, I'm not annoying you. I'm giving you my opinion. And you totally disagree. And I
100%
said, no,
disagree.
No. Tell Felicia to see if she has an opinion.
Yes, Felicia. Okay, here's the thoughts here. We have a very nice lead in our division right now. 9-2. We're losing right now, I think 4-5. Going into the
You always
top.
say 5-4, never 4-5.
Whatever. I'm changing the game, Dad. I'm being
You never say
different.
that.
I'm rebellious.
Yeah. 4-5 don't sound right.
Rebellious.
5-4.
It's got to be your way, doesn't it?
No, that's the only way. Not my way.
What's wrong with the way I
I've
did it?
never heard an announcer say, well, the score's 4-5. Never.
I'm not an announcer.
No, I know. But still.
Okay, we're gonna say it his way. They're losing 5-4 right now.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead, tell them.
Anyways, 9-2 in the season right now, and we had discussed this. 75% of pitching in the MLB right now is dropped due to injuries because, like we had talked about in the past, 3 exhibition games and 2 weeks of training, 1 week of training, 3 exhibition games, and let's kick them off the edge and let them build their wings on the way down. Yeah, 75% of them hit that ocean.
Pitchers, don't forget, pitchers.
Pitchers, I know, but my thought process on this is that he's protecting his lineup. It's a deadly lineup, even with 1 or 2 of those guys sitting. It still is a productive lineup. Right now, only losing by 1 run. It's not like they're getting blown out.
Yeah.
You gotta be nice to Papa. He knows his stuff. All right, looks like Felicia's siding with you, Pops.
Hey, Felicia, I said play your star players. He sat Judge and LeMahieu. Sit Sanchez and Gleyber Torres, who can't hit a beach ball right now. That's what I mean. I don't care. I know injuries are happening, but sorry. Play the guys that got you here to 9-2, not the guys that are struggling.
My point is
Let them sit down.
My point is this, though. You give them an opportunity to get out of their struggles.
They're not doing it. It's 13 games already. They can't do nothing. They're batting 074. Yeah, come on, give me a break. I got a higher percentage of hitting a number than what they're doing with their average. I'm sorry. No.
I might disagree with you on that a little bit there, Pops.
Yeah, you might, but still. I got to put my star players in that are playing well, not the guys that are struggling. Those are the guys should be sitting.
Listen, and just like I said, one of the points I was bringing up before, if the Yankees had a losing record right now, if they were 4-6 right now, I would understand where you're coming from on this. Why sit your star players when you need every win you can get? But right now, they can sacrifice a game here and there to protect their star players. That's my point.
That's the only thing I disagree with you. Like I said, it was a long season. There were 11 games. Come on. I played, 5-6 games a week when I was a kid in softball and worked 12 hours a day.
Okay, well, once again, different scenarios. Different scenarios.
They
You're comparing
are
apples and
professionals.
oranges.
No, I know, you're right.
I don't
I'm just
think.
saying, we were tough.
And also, another different scenario is you didn't have 4 months off from playing the season, right?
No.
No.
No, we played from, we did play in the fall. We played from April to October.
Yeah, and we're looking at very different circumstances. You keep bringing up the past and how tough you were, but you know what? I'd love to see how well they perform under these circumstances now. Because once again, these are things. This is something that you can't do.
And they're professionals. I wasn't.
Yeah.
They should be actually way better. Obviously, they get paid millions of dollars. Put them in.
But yeah, hopefully,
Get them in there.
hopefully you're doing well, Felicia. How was your week?
I
Hopefully
guarantee he
everything-
puts them in to pinch hit tonight if we're losing in the night. I guarantee it. He'll put one or both of them in.
All right, calm your ass down for a second, all right, Bob? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, how you doing, Felicia? Hopefully the hurricane didn't affect you guys too badly.
Where's she live?
Boston.
No. Well, it did hit the East Coast, but I don't know if it hit that far.
Yeah. Hopefully it didn't knock out your power for too long. We had lost power here for 26 hours. We were actually almost afraid. We heard rumors that we weren't going to have power till tomorrow.
That's it. They said, or Saturday.
Would have had my phone like this. We would have been doing the show from the phone.
But you know what? I tell Matthew this all the time. They do that on purpose so people don't bother with calls. When they say 4 days, and usually it was right back.
yeah,
the
but
next day.
there's still people without power.
Yeah. But I'm talking about our area.
Felicia had a lot of rain.
Yeah.
And we had up to like 50-mile-an-hour winds here.
Yeah. Even after the rain stopped, we got about 3 inches of rain total. But after the rain stopped, winds knocked down trees and poles and you name it.
I have a rather serious branch just chilling
Oh my God.
in my backyard. I got to saw that thing up over the
Got a
weekend.
neighbor from me down the corner. His tree fell on top of his house. Fortunately, nobody was hurt.
Thank God.
Yeah. The whole day. I saw it today. I mean, big stump. Right in there. Right on top of the house.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I saw him out there with his chainsaw. Trying to minimize.
But
Is Felicia a Boston fan?
no,
Boston
Dad, your memory is absolute shit.
I
All
haven't
right,
heard
hold
from her.
on. Apologize for Papa K over here, Felicia.
I know she's
Um,
from Boston. She's
She
a Patriot
lives
fan.
in Boston. She's a Patriot fan, but
Well, I
she
don't know if she's a Red
is
Sox
a
fan.
Bronx Bomber fan.
Gotcha. Okay. Then you totally agree with me about my not sitting judge.
Oh, that's right. You see, yep. We're rocking Batman tonight, Felicia, and actually you're looking at the first prototype Mr. Whiskers fitted hat right here.
Maybe. Oh, you Batman shirt.
We got the Batman shirt on tonight.
Yeah.
You know, feeling.
Matsui.
He's rocking Matsui right now.
Yeah. Won the World Series in 2009. And they wouldn't re-sign him. Idiots. Idiots. See if you agree with me. You won the World Series. You signed Nick Johnson. Come on.
Quick question. I got to ask Felicia. Quick question though, since we're talking about superheroes. Are you more of a Marvel fan or a DC fan, or do you follow at all? Just curious. So,
How'd that come into play?
because
because of
of
Batman?
my Batman shirt.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, me, I love Superman. I love Batman too.
I know. I'm just kind of curious as to where everybody sits when it comes to the DC universe, which is Batman,
Yeah.
Superman, Wonder Woman, the Green
She
Lantern.
was pretty good looking.
There we go again.
I can't say she was pretty good looking.
I'm just saying it's something you always point out.
Why can't I admire the beauty?
Anyways,
of
and then there's Marvel, like Spider-Man,
the woman? He was handsome.
the Hulk.
You don't like Tobey Maguire, right? You like the other guy, Andrew something.
No. I like the newer kid actually,
Oh, okay.
because the
I don't mind Toby.
Okay, so the dude that played Spider-Man between Avenger Spider-Man and the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, he like cried in every scene. And I remember going to the movies and I was like, I don't remember Spider-Man being like this emotional. Like I remember
Never.
going through some tough stuff when Uncle Ben died, things like that. But I just like when that movie, and he
Andrew
looked.
Caulfield? Was that his name?
Yes. Perfect.
Okay.
Are you trying to tell us something, Matt? I have 3 words for you. Are you Batman? Whiskers. I'm Batman. Yo, if I was Batman right now, trust me, I would not fit into the bat suit. You drink enough of these, you do
Never
not.
know.
You're not
Never
fitting
know.
into
Hey,
the bat
come
suit.
on. What was the original Batman guy? Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton, which, in my opinion, the best Batman.
Yeah. Christian Bale wasn't bad either.
You don't really understand those movies, but I love Catwoman.
Me too.
There you go, Felicia.
Which one did you like the best?
I was just gonna ask that. Do you like the Michelle Pfeiffer, right?
She was good.
Or do you like the Anne Hathaway Catwoman? I kind of like them both, though. I like what they did with.
Halle Berry.
No, that one sucked.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That
Halle
wasn't
Berry.
even about
but-
Batman, right? That was about her.
No, it was about Catwoman, and it was just it. I wasn't a fan. It's like I feel like they completely they changed Catwoman, which is it's okay.
I mean, to me, it looked like, I hate to say it, like a sex object with her.
Yeah,
That's all it looked like, yeah.
definitely went away from. I want to say like the comics.
Oh, that's with Michelle Pfeiffer. You had the other guy in there, what? Danny DeVito?
Yeah, the Penguin.
Penguin, yeah. Yeah. How do we get on this? We're talking about baseball.
Oh, Felicia loved the Halle Berry one.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it.
I mean, I liked it because she was really startling.
Yeah.
But, there was no Batman there.
Yeah, no.
She was the villain, right, in Batman.
It was great to see they did an entire movie based off of Catwoman. I just think it could have been done a little better. To me, there was a lot of... And my only problem with the movie was there were like too many corny scenes. Like when she became Catwoman, it just got way too corny for me.
Oh, yeah, I remember that part. Yeah.
You know, like I really loved Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman because in those Batmans, it was a very, very like almost like cartoon comic book version of the Batman series,
And that
right?
guy, what's his name, tore out the window?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Anne Hathaway as Catwoman, I thought was great because it was a very different take on Catwoman,
Okay.
and I really like how they blended her in there with Bane and
Okay.
of course Christian Bale as Batman. So,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, I just
They probably should have sat Batman down, put Judge in there. No.
oh, look, he finds a way to bring it right back. That's okay though. That's okay, pops. I would love to see you one day, and you know what we did buy, and so Felicia, this is also pretty exciting, is we had bought, and Jesse, I know you know this already, we had bought the 2020 MLB The Show to get a more updated home run derby challenge going between Papa K and myself, and we tried it out last week. It's a lot of fun. We were doing it live, and a lot of great picks to choose from. And it feels really...
Yeah. Too easy,
he says it's too easy. Do you want to up the difficulty again tonight?
Yes.
He wants to up the difficulty again tonight. That's all right with me. Oh, my God.
Give me the old Yankee Stadium.
Oh, and Felicia says also she loves Matsui as well.
Thank you.
Matsui. There you go.
My brother's favorite player. Rest in peace.
I was actually at that Yankee Classic game where Matsui hit 2 home runs and the same guy in the stands caught it to right field.
Wow.
I was at that game. I was like, man,
I'll
can
never
you imagine
understand.
the odds of that happening?
I'll never understand the Yankee decision yet. It was 11 years ago?
Yeah.
How did you let this guy go? And he only wanted a little bit more money than what they gave Nick Johnson.
Matsui, yeah. I feel like Matsui he struck me as like he earned.
He made a fortune.
He earned. I know, but he earned it because he was such a valuable player to the Yankees, and not asking for a ridiculous amount more.
Yes, for $6.5 million. They gave Nick Johnson $5.5 million. Yeah. And Nick Johnson played
12 games
at best, 11, 12.
Yeah.
And Matsui left. Really? He just won the World Series for you.
I know.
What are you thinking?
That's something I'll never understand. Is how do you win a World Series and you go into the next season?
I would have given him a 4-year deal.
This is going to be great, and they're like, "Nah, you're done."
Yankee Stadium. He loved right field porch, and he was clutch.
A solid left-handed hitter right there.
Every time there was a man on third, I wanted him up. Whether it was 1 out, 2 outs, give me him. He didn't strike out a lot.
Just going to the book real quick. I know I had some other things brought up. We did mention Gary Sanchez.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and of course, as we know, the Mets are struggling a bit this season.
I think they're 5-10 right now.
I know that's
They won last night, 3-1.
That's under 500 ball right there, pops. They definitely need to start. They need They need to start hitting for DeGrom. That's something they really need
He
to start
finally won a
doing.
game too, but again, they are
He should be undefeated right now with the way he's been pitching.
Should be 3-0.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He
He's
should be
1-0.
undefeated.
2 no decisions. But again, they don't score. At least they scored 7 runs for the guy.
Hey, there you go.
That guy should win 20 games every year if he was on a team that could hit. And I hate to say it, if he was on Minnesota, was on Yankees, Dodgers, the guy would probably win 22 to 25 games. A team that scores 5 to 6 runs a game. Yankees scored 943 runs, led both leagues last year.
See, this is amazing. This always fascinates me, and this is how I love doing this show with you, Dad.
Yeah.
Because you're dropping stats right now,
Well, I just heard it last week.
I know, but what did you eat for breakfast 2 days ago?
Eggs.
See, that's what I mean. It's like man, when you hone in on something and your stats in sports are just I think there's only one other person that can kind of outmatch you, and I would say that's our cousin, or my cousin, Kubi.
Yeah. He's got a better memory, yeah. Well, he's much younger.
Yeah.
And he has a great memory. I listen to guys on that are like Met fans or Jet fans, on the radio. I can't believe they can remember stats of what happened in 1981. Really? Not me. I'm not that good. I remember the Super Bowls, and I remember certain games, but I can't remember that. Maybe.
Yeah.
But what's his name? The guy on the fan, Joe Beningo. He remembers everything.
And another reason why these personalities are on
He's
the
my
radio.
age almost.
I know, but that's another reason. Is not only are they entertaining to listen to, but they also have such a vast knowledge and recollection of
And
it.
they have a lot in front of them, let's face it, which I don't. You know.
Well, yeah, no.
If they don't know, they can just punch in right away.
I know. Well, they even have producers too that can just be like,
they have
"Oh, this is what you were
engineers,
looking
producers,
for."
yeah. And but there goes a diehard Jet fan, and
But I
he's
think a
been
lot of it
suffering
goes to
since
memory.
1968, by the way. That's another thing I was thinking about. We'll talk about that later, about that game. Albert Pujols, unless he did it already, is one shy of tying Willie Mays of 660 home runs.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That was the other day. I don't know if he did it.
Huh.
He's one shy. And I don't know. He's up there in age too, so I don't think he'll catch A-Rod or go to the A-Rod hit 696 and had to retire, obviously. Nobody re-signed him.
I do have a good, it just popped into my head. I do have a question.
Go ahead.
I have a question for Papa K, and I have a question for you guys in chat right now.
Go ahead.
We're going to go, it's a two-part question.
Go ahead.
We're going to go with sports, and then we're going to go right back to superheroes.
Okay.
All right? Just because we had brought it up. And since baseball is currently the topic right now, if you could play any position in professional baseball, what position would you like to play? You know? Just any position, Papa K, for you.
I was right field all my life.
That's what you would want to play,
Mm-hmm.
given the opportunity.
Yeah.
For me, I would want to be a starting pitcher.
Yep.
Starting pitcher. Not just any pitcher. I want to be a starter.
All right, yeah.
And so yeah, if you could play any position in professional baseball, what would it be? And also, second question, if you could be any superhero that exists in the current world today,
Mm-hmm.
who would it be?
Superman.
Like, you would be Superman?
Automatically. Yep. Tough one, huh?
I have one already, and I love Superman. He is my favorite superhero, but I don't want to pick him based off of that because I feel like
He'll fly.
I know, but I feel like a lot of things would come that I enjoy doing now. That's a challenge to me would become easier. Like skateboarding would become so much easier if I could fly. Like I would land every trick every time, and the challenge would be gone. And then it's like, what's the point of doing it?
All right.
You know?
Okay.
And be honest with you, I mean, well, the one good thing about being Superman, I would never be late to work. I would wake up at 9:59 and get there at 10 o'clock on the dot.
Get there at 9:02.
Yeah. Well, I would probably fly a bit lazily. I might stop and get a coffee. I don't know.
Yeah, way to go.
I would abuse those powers of Superman. I'd be like, oh, I got 38 seconds to go. Let me get a cappuccino. Just saying. I would probably pick Wolverine.
You Jackman?
Yeah. But Wolverine before he got the metal bones, the adamantium, I would pick him.
You know, I never saw that. The whole one.
I think I got it.
Yeah. No, I see it all the time. It's always on.
You should watch it though. It's a really good
No,
flick.
I like him too because I loved him in Van Helsing.
Van Helsing. He was in Swordfish.
Mm-hmm.
He was in that weird robot fighting movie, Real Steel or some shit like that.
Okay. No, I like him.
He's been in a lot of stuff. Basically, like anything that had to do with Wolverine.
Yeah, and he looked great in that outfit in Van Helsing. The black hat and the whole outfit with the coat.
Yeah, no, he definitely looked like a badass.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, Hugh Jackman's pretty. I'd have a beer with him. He's a pretty chill ass dude.
We'll go back to the sequire. Talk about baseball.
Jesse, I like that movie. Yeah.
Hey, baseball. Baseball.
Well, we're going to be going on break in a couple of minutes, so that's why I thought that bringing that up. I mean, Dad, you want to talk about baseball? Bring something up you want to talk about.
Oh, on this day.
There we go. Here we go. Baba Gay.
On this day, the Yankees played the Baltimore Orioles, and it was the first game after Thurman Munson was killed in the plane crash. And Bobby Mercer had a 2-run double and a wind-up 3-run homer, who was his best friend, and thank God he's dead anyway now from cancer, but would have been on a plane.
Yeah.
And the manager, I think it was Billy Martin, didn't want to start him, and he goes, "I gotta play this game, gotta." And it was on national television, you know.
Yeah.
Howard Cosell, if anybody remembers him, you know, and he winds up winning the game 5-4.
He scored all 5 runs, right?
All RBIs, yeah.
All
2-run
RBIs.
double,
How's that?
Yeah, on this day, on August 6th, because Thurman had died like a week before, and they shut everything down.
Yeah.
You know, what a tearjerker that game was, you know.
I can only imagine.
Oh, and people were like, him and Reggie didn't get along that well. Later on, they did. He was crying the whole time when they did the national anthem and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The whole team was in tears.
That's it.
Both sides.
It's terrible. Yeah.
Both sides. The Orioles too.
That's a rough one right there.
Oh
Yeah,
my
definitely.
God! Yeah, I can never forget that when I heard the news that his Cessna, whatever's plane crashed, and it was a mess when I saw the actual real life highlights. Oh. Yeah, no.
I will never get on one of those planes ever.
No.
I don't like getting on the big planes, let alone getting on little planes.
But
Nah.
he was such a family
No.
man. He wanted, go back and forth. He didn't live in New York.
Yeah.
I think he lived in Ohio, if I remember correctly.
Really?
And he wanted to go back and forth, which, with a plane, Ohio, I don't know, an hour and a half.
Yeah.
At best. It's not far. And he would do it all the time. And that night
Just not a good night.
wasn't meant to be. And
Jesus.
he died at a pretty young age. But at least he got a couple of championships then.
Got a couple champions.
77, 78.
Hang out and show off.
He was there. And he was like my brother used to say, man, he would get in your face, whether it was your teammate or any other player. If he didn't think you were playing hard,
He'd let you know.
That's why him and Reggie initially didn't get along. He thought Reggie used to, dog it because he was Reggie. And, no, not Thurman. No way.
Oh.
If you don't play, what are
Yeah.
you doing here?
Oh my! Can you imagine if he was alive today and just kind of was around Bryce Harper?
Oh, forget it.
That would be
No,
a
no.
insane altercation right there.
And yet he was a gentle guy. They said anyway when I saw the shows about him, because the guy to me, he'll never be a Hall of Famer, I don't think, because he didn't have enough time. He wasn't the Johnny Bench who he played against in that era. By the way, we got swept by Johnny Bench and the Reds in '76, 4 straight. Then we won '77. Then a magical year of '78. And then there was like turmoil, we had strike years.
Chaos.
Reggie was gone. They wanted to get, what's his name, Winfield from San Diego. And the late George Steinbrenner said that was his biggest mistake ever, getting rid of Reggie. Who was the guy he wanted and won, World Series for him. And he wound up getting rid of him.
Shame.
Yeah,
Shame.
just to get Winfield, who was pretty damn good, but he wasn't Reggie. He wasn't Mr. October. He didn't hit 3 home runs in one World Series game. Yeah. So, break.
Well, I know you had a Lonely the Only tonight, right?
Yes.
So, this is one we've been coming up, and Papa Gay had thought up of one tonight, which is fantastic because we started this and he did like 9 of them in one episode of the show, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Now I don't have the total facts on this, but
let me start us off. Hold on.
go.
And now Papa K with "Lonely the Only."
He thinks he's Roy Orbison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yogi Berra had 9 rings. And I thought that was the most ever as a player, and I was right. But
I only got one.
his coach, that's all you need. His coach, they said, I heard today, was Frank Crusetti, who coached all those championship teams. And they said he had more rings than Yogi.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. You know, sometimes you don't think about like the coaches and the staff that are also
Yeah,
a part of the
I
team that
remember
get the
Crusetti.
rings. Because
He was
like
a-
I'm always thinking about the players. Like they all got the
Yeah,
ring.
he was
Oh,
a
look
third
at that.
base coach, and think about the guys he coached. From I don't know how many years he coached, but he was probably around DiMaggio, Berra, Mantle. These guys won World Series like it was going on style. Mena was in 12. 12. And Yogi probably was in more than that because he had 9 rings. Mickey only had 7.
So there is your lonely the only.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do
Anybody's
you
gonna
know?
remember.
Do you know how many rings he got though?
That's what they didn't say. Now, if Yogi had 9 and they said he had more, I gotta figure he had at least 11 or 10.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
Yeah, just to beat him.
So.
Excuse me.
You all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go on a quick break.
Yep.
Stretch our legs a little bit, and then when we come back, we're gonna be playing Home Run Derby, the 2020 edition of MLB The Show.
And get to see that?
What?
You'll get to see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how we do it every week.
I don't know.
No, listen, you guys are gonna have to look at just our faces, and we'll tell you what's going on in the game. Sorry.
Why is this?
I'd rather be a wise ass than a dumbass. Oh! Oh!
Get out.
It's my house.
Get out of there.
Oh, shit. She's kicking me out of my own
Carson.
house, Chad.
Carson.
But, yeah, if you have any matchups you'd like to see with
Don't give it to us. No.
Pops and myself, let us know. And we'll definitely make it happen. And the great part about this one is you don't have to pick one from each league.
Yeah.
So you could pick in the same league. You can pick both American League players. You can pick both National League players.
And guys that are dead.
Which we will go over in a second. We will show those particular rosters
ones.
the great ones, the boomers and stuff like that. So if you have any challenges you'd like to see us attempt in Home Run Derby, let us know. Type it in, and when we come back from break, we'll definitely attempt it and see who will take the win this week.
You won last week.
I did. I swept you.
I know.
It was close though. I mean, I'm talking so much shit right now. It was close. There were a couple close games.
Easy. The last game was close.
But we will up the difficulty another
please.
notch as Papa K's request, and we'll be right back. So stay tuned. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the Home Run Derby segment of the show, and oh my God.
He gets so excited.
I do, because it's
Yeah, because he kicks my ass every week.
it's not even that, it's because it's a video game, because I love gaming. I'm a big fan of gaming, and it's a game that I found that you're willing to play with me. And, you know, so
Okay.
that's why I get excited.
No,
But so far we don't have any challenges yet.
Good.
Well, just to give you guys an idea of what we get to choose from, not only do we get to choose from the current rosters in baseball, pardon me, but we also get to choose groundbreakers.
You got Reggie in there?
Reggie? I'm sure we do. He might be under a different category, but this is what we get to play as for the groundbreakers. And there's Lou Gehrig. And then there's Reggie Jackson right there.
I'll take him.
You taking him?
Yep.
All right, so Bobby Gay's picking Reggie Jackson. I'm gonna go with who am I gonna go with? Reggie Jackson versus Gary Sheffield.
Wow.
How's that for a home run derby matchup?
Yankees. Well, he was a Yankee one time.
All right, so now the rules are a bit different this time around in the home run derby challenge. Is they don't go with the 7 outs, so we will have a time limit to choose from. Which what do you want the time limit to be?
I think it was 3 minutes, right?
You want to use 3 minutes?
Yeah.
We'll do 3 minutes, and if we accomplish the goal, like of hitting, I think it's like
440.
440 twice, we get an extra 30 seconds added on to that.
And that's the actual home run derby till this day. That's how they do it. A time limit and then 30 seconds.
Let me put some volume on the TV so everybody can hear.
Yeah.
Put this right here so in case it's too loud and I don't want to blow anybody's eardrums out. And the okay, Classic Stadium. So where do you wanna play, Pops?
I would say Yankee Stadium since both were Yankees at one time.
All right, let's get. Oops. Oh, so we have classic stadiums.
Too bad you can't get the old Yankees.
This is the old Yankee Stadium.
No.
This is what, 1976 to 2008.
No, I'm talking about one before that.
Okay, well, we could do this one or the new one.
This is good.
All right, Bobby K says this is the one.
They were almost the same dimensions.
Play style standard. 3 minutes. Timeouts are off. Ladies and gentlemen, let's commence the home run derby.
Wow, Reggie hit 563. Wow, he hit 509.
You have slightly better power than me.
No, Gary Sheffield was a monster.
Yeah, your overall is 110. Mine's 90.
Yeah, well.
But that's okay. That's okay. I'm ready for the challenge.
Reggie played with some great teams too. That was another thing.
I didn't. I'll up the difficulty. I might be able to do it right now.
Yeah, I would say go one higher than. Looks just like him.
All right, there is your matchup, everybody. Gary Sheffield versus Reggie Jackson. There are the home run derby rules. If we hit 2 home runs over 440 feet, we'll get a bonus 30 seconds. If the round ends in a tie, swing off will be played where the winner is named. Until the winner is named.
Now, what category are you going? Difficulty-wise?
Well, I'm starting up first, so hold on. Let's go to options. Let's make sure I can change the... Okay, I'm going to have to do it next round because it looks like we can't do it this round.
Okay.
All right, so we are under a rookie difficulty, and I'll move it up for the next round.
Okay.
Ha! Shit.
Yeah, he was Deadpool in it.
I'm going to hit everything foul. That one looks good. Come on, hit the post. Nope. There we go. Let's put one on the board here. 449, that's one. Okay, 412. Just got to get another one. I like how the balls don't disappear on the field. It's the little things. Wow. All right, the people in the foul seats are really enjoying this one.
That's definitely inside.
Wow. I'm trying to change up the, because I keep pulling it really far to the left.
Like I say, this is Deadpool in it. That's it.
All right, minute and 35 to go.
Second deck. Second deck.
And I fell down.
He did hit one of the upper deck by Yankee Stadium, if I remember correctly. Which is rare.
That way. Go that way. Home run. All right, I'll take it. I'm having a hard time with Sheffield. I think I got all of that one. Looks good to me. 444, I got my bonus 30 seconds, everybody. Bang! Let's keep it up, because right now we do not have a lot. Papa K's going to kick my ass.
Take it easy. You already got 6. 7.
I don't know about that one. No, that's falling short. Ah, my goodness.
Wow.
Got it. Got it.
Sounded good.
Nah.
No.
Huh? Foul ball. I think that one's going to be good.
Yep.
I don't think I got under that enough.
Nope.
Oh, no.
No. Wow. I thought that was good.
Come on, one more. What? No!
That was 0.
No!
No.
Not like this!
You got 9.
Oh, I don't think that's enough, though. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 9 home runs.
Did you use any of the power or just...
No, I just hit the regular swing. Just the X button. All right, everybody. Papa K is up using Reggie Jackson. 563 career home runs. Right fielder, number 9. Here we go. Seems that Papa K is already starting this one off pretty strong. 422-foot home run, everybody. Papa K pops one out of the park. And this looks like I'm already in dangerous territory here because that's another one. I don't think you're going to need the 30-second bonus. This is bad.
Up a deck. Oh, baby. Only 430 feet?
Oh, wow. You finally missed one?
Yep.
And then he makes it up by making incredible contact with this one. Goodbye, 433 feet, ladies and gentlemen. He's already got 5 with 2 minutes to go. And the fans are losing their mind in the third deck right now. I can't believe you went for that one, actually.
Yeah,
that was high.
I looked left.
Wow. Well, the one thing we have on our favor right now is he doesn't have the 30-second time bonus yet. But at the rate he's hitting home runs, I don't think he's going to need it. Oh, man. All right, he's tied me. And he's beaten me.
I can't keep going?
Nah.
Oh, son of a bitch. I didn't hit one for 440.
Didn't have to. You had a minute and change left on the clock.
Damn it. I want to keep going.
Way to go, Papa K. Oh, pour salt in the wounds. All right, Papa K takes the first round, everybody. Relatively easily.
I had another minute.
And you want to increase the difficulty?
I would.
Okay.
Reggie, Mr. October.
And once again, for those that might be watching after the fact and those that are with us right now, if you want to see us use any particular players in the 2020 MLB The Show, let us know in chat. And if you're watching this video after the fact, let us know in the comments section, and we'll definitely be sure to do it next time around. Nice job, Dad.
How do you do the difficulty?
Oh, yes. See? We have to go to user settings. All right, we're up to veteran now.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
That's the next difficulty, veteran.
Let's go.
And here we go. All right, Pop, since you took that round,
Ken Griffey Jr.
he wants Ken Griffey Jr. Right there.
How many did he hit in his life?
630.
Wow, and he got hurt at the end.
And his power is overall 102.
His father was a great player too, but he was better.
I have not played as Mickey Mantle yet, so I'm going to take my dad's favorite player and try to beat him with him.
Probably will.
All right, well, Dad, we got classic stadiums. We have the All-Star Stadium. We have classic stadiums, minor league stadiums, and team stadiums.
What do you want? I don't care.
Well, you won. You should be able to pick.
I don't care.
All right, let's go. Since we're up in the difficulty a bit, let's pick a team stadium. And you know what? You know what we're going to do here? Is let us go. What do you think? Should we go Fenway?
I don't care. Go Citi Field. Go to Mets.
All right, Citi Field it is. Citi Field, 3 minutes again?
Yep.
All right, 3 minutes on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start up the next round of Home Run Derby. Ken Griffey Jr. versus Mickey Mantle. Oh, man.
Wow, I didn't know Ken Griffey had 630. I really didn't know that. I know he was up there. He was some player. Until he got injured. This guy would have broke every record if he didn't get hurt at the end. I think he went to the National League after he left Seattle, too.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think he went to Cincinnati.
All right, everybody, you know the rules. You know how this goes. Let the games begin, and I get to start first. Let's go. Mighty Mick.
Probably going to root for you.
There we go. That's a good start.
Down.
446. Let's go.
It's even higher. No.
I'm just going to pull everything to that side.
No, you get in anyway. Anyway.
Oh, that was a good streak I had going there.
Yeah.
Stay fair, stay fair, stay fair, stay fair. Nope.
Keeps hitting the second deck.
I can't get that second 440 in now.
Yeah.
Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. There it is. Line
Oh,
drive.
he did that a lot. He's hit it. High fastball.
Got to extend my arms a bit there. Come on. Oh.
The wall.
Oh.
Gotta make it. Take it easy.
Oh, no, 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 no. Can't take it easy when you're playing with Mick.
Second deck. Man, we'd love to play in this field.
Oh, man.
Oh my God.
And don't forget, we get a 30-second bonus now.
I know.
Dead center. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
That was no big deal for him.
That's fair.
Man, like we're power all fields.
Trying to knock one out of the stadium. All right, 18 home runs is the one to beat and better in difficulty, ladies and gentlemen.
Seconds.
Huh? I did that already. That's already up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it starts automatically. All right, and now Papa K up as Ken Griffey Jr. Can he beat 18 home runs? I think he can.
Oh, my.
Oh, that's solid contact right there. All right, he puts one on the board for 435 feet. Going opposite field, that one sounded good too. Oh, just misses by a foot.
Late.
That's a home run. You're up to 3. This one I think is going to be 4. Yep.
We got a long way to go. No way.
Well, just focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gone. Oh, that sounded solid there. Papa K pops another one out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here we go. Here's another one going. Goodbye. Ooh.
I need a 440.
Got one right there. You need another one.
Yeah.
That wasn't it. That might be it. Oh, 434. $461 and the 30-second bonus added. Papa K. Now with 11 home runs and 30 seconds added to the time. Nah.
Too high.
Everything's going opposite field all of a
I
sudden.
know, I'm late.
There you go. Hits the ball dead center. Does it have the distance? Kiss that one goodbye. If it's fair, it's gone, and it is gone.
I never think I could beat 18. That was way too much.
Ah, but you were close. It was just that everything, those 5 hits you hit left field,
Left field. I was late.
that's what hurt you.
Yeah, way late.
Because it was 18 to 15.
Yeah. You're right, though. I was way late. I should have kept pulling the ball, but I was way off. Okay. Next day. The rubber match.
The rubber match. It's tied 1-1 right now. You know, it'd be a lot of fun too. I got an idea for you that we'll talk about when we're on break. But I have a really good idea, actually.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so who are you picking?
I don't know. You gotta show me.
You wanna go with the classics kind of deal?
I'll go with him. Jim told me.
Okay.
He got great power.
I'm gonna take Cal Ripken Jr.
He wasn't really, I mean, he hit 431, but he wasn't. He played like 22 years.
All right, let's think about what stadium we want to play in. Do you see one you like?
Cleveland, Baltimore.
You want to play in Baltimore?
Well, Baltimore was Cal Ripken. Cleveland was Tommy.
All right, so which one?
I don't care. You won. You decide.
We're taking home field advantage, everybody. That's just the way we got to do it. They're pretty evenly matched right there. Other than, don't look at the home runs. Don't look at the home runs. But just look at the overall, the power. I mean, come on. We're gonna do fine. We're gonna do just fine.
I don't know Tom May hit 612. He was a roid guy though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What era? Like what year? What year was he?
No, I gotta say in the 90s.
90s.
He looked like a Cleveland for a while.
Okay. All right, everybody, you know the rules. Let's get this started off. Looks like, of course, I get to set the. Now remember, we need 2 home runs over 440 feet. Get that 30-second bonus.
What park are we in?
Orioles.
Oh, really?
That's. No. I gotta start taking, because this is killing time, like the bad pitches.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta take only the ones I want. That's gonna be my strategy. That was
a little high.
Yeah, it was. I completely went against my own. But yeah, it looks like, you know, it's a good idea, even though we're just going off the time and not strikes, it's a good idea to take certain pitches because it's less time to get to the next pitch.
Exactly. Oh shit, we're already at 7? Damn. Never gonna catch this. You're already pushing 10.
I'm getting the timing down.
We're at 10.
But now I'm paying attention to where the pitch is before I swing because I'd rather take one. So like when I see one, I like, you know, like that.
Yeah, 443. Need one more, though, is it?
No, I got the 30-second bonus.
Oh, you did it already? I didn't know that.
Look next to the counter. You see the 2 stars with the 30-second bonus?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Lost my rhythm there. Can I get it back? Can I get it back? Go, go, go. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Let me get one more pitch in before the 30 seconds. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah, it was a shit pitch. Oh. I feel like pulling the ball.
In this part, without a doubt.
But it goes out faster because it's a shorter distance. So it's like you can almost guarantee yourself an extra swing.
Oh, yeah. You're going to hit 19. If not more. At least 19.
There we go. 19's the number to beat. Papa K.
Get it.
I'm going to remain quiet here to let Papa K focus. This is a tough number to beat right now. I had just put up 19 home runs.
I'm already acknowledging a loss.
He's playing as Jim Tomei. Looks like he's off to a good start, even though a late swing there. He still managed to put this one 402 feet.
Really?
It's all right. At least it went foul, so you were able to get another at bat really fast. Ooh!
I should be pulling the ball.
426. There you go. 435.
Enough.
.432.
Kidding me? I hit 13 more home runs. Wait. No.
No, that's... Your timing's way off.
I ain't kidding. I don't care right now. 'Cause
That's
I know
what
I
it
can't
is.
catch it.
Try to use the power button, see if that does anything.
I don't think so.
I know, I just
I
to
said
test...
my timing's so
I know, but just to test it out. We have never used it.
Don't matter.
Just curious.
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't mean nothing. Not even close.
And there's the one for 452. Well, Papa K, good game. Cheers.
That was terrible. Both games. First one wasn't bad. Should have stuck with Reggie.
It's still early. You want to do one more round?
I'm depressed.
Give up too quick, Pops.
That's it. That was always me.
That's terrible. Don't ever
Sore-
live by that. Never quit,
sore
never
loser.
surrender. Never quit, never surrender.
That's what they used to call me. No. Well, I couldn't match what you did. 18, 19, no way. Way impossible to win. You'd have to hit 15 or 16 before the 30 seconds to get even close. So.
True. But you know, I think you just you get just shuffled too quickly.
Oh my God.
But listen,
I sucked.
hey, this was a closer round, and we
I
even
suck.
up the difficulty.
What was that guy? Comedian?
Yes.
Dan Cook?
I think so, yeah. We'll be right back, though, ladies and gentlemen, to finish up the rest of our show.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
Yankees lost.
We'll be right back now. And yeah. All right, we're back, everybody.
Kicked my ass again.
Hey, you made it. You made it a tough one in the beginning. It was definitely close, but definitely a good game. So cheers, pops.
Yeah. You beat me with my guy. Mighty Nick. When I had him, I couldn't do nothing.
That's not true.
I
We've
didn't
had some
win.
close games. It's just I definitely noticed that once you reach a certain time point, you give up.
That's true.
And that's something
Well, I know I
never
can't
give up. Never give up. Yeah, but that's regardless, despite the fact.
Yeah, but I got like what 40 seconds, and I'm down by 10.
Despite the fact, just to get a better idea.
I'm not competitive.
Instead of doing that though, you keep going for the home runs and not give it up, because then you get a better idea of the game and the swing and what pitches you better with.
He doesn't suck.
Listen. But so, all right, took that round, and once again, if you want to see us use certain players in the future, let us know, and we'll definitely put that in.
Yeah.
And we're thinking about in the future. I got to put some money together because but we want to do some giveaways. So we were thinking that the home run derby would be a great idea to do some giveaways. You pick the winner, who you think's going to win that.
Just pick Matt.
And we're thinking, if of course you're interested, I'm thinking about ordering more Mr. Whiskas hats. Maybe
like that,
some
yeah.
gift cards.
I will get one of those down the road.
All right.
I don't like hats, but I will wear one.
Yeah. There's definitely some stickers that could possibly be going in the making. So, of course, like I said, this is just ideas. We're spitballing around here, brainstorming on some fun things to do during the show. So, getting back into some sports talk, I know today was the last day for players in the NFL to opt out for this season.
Okay.
And so far, from what I understand, is that there's at least 60 players that are at least considering opting out.
If there's a season.
If there's a season.
Yeah.
But I know there are a lot of New York Giants that are saying, nah.
Nate Solder was one.
And there was another one.
On the Giants?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot his name now. Hold on a second.
The left tackle I know was the one that left.
I do believe
He wasn't very good anyway.
I do believe I have it here. Let me just check this really quick. It was recent.
He was a bust. He came from New England. I thought he'd be great. He was there. He was great there. He wasn't very good here. Maybe because he didn't have Belichick. Yeah, I heard Daniel Jones talking about Nate Solder.
Oh, here we go, yeah. 66 players for the NFL have opted out of playing in the upcoming season.
That's now, though. I think by the time, if there's a season, I think some of them might come back or reconsider.
And only 3 teams recorded no opt-outs.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of like 30 teams? Wow.
Yeah, so how about that?
Yeah, that sucks. Because, if 66 are ready and we're, August 6th?
Yeah, I know, right?
We are officially a month away from the opening day in football.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is going to happen.
Well, now with 66 players opting out, it's definitely going to change up the pace for draft. If the season happens, of course, for drafting for fantasy football. I imagine strategies are definitely going to change right off the bat, depending, seeing who these players are.
I know you guys are concerned about me. I'm worried more about the game, not fantasy.
No,
football.
I understand that.
You
But I mean,
guys
it's all a part of it, and
I get it. Yeah, it's major. That is the moneymaker. I'm not involved in it, but I know millions of people are.
Wow.
But if there's no season,
especially like on things like DraftKings and things like that,
it's 66 guys opted out already, Matthew.
That's going to change, and that's why I'm bringing it up. Though it is. I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
No. You said 66 opted, and we're a month away from opening day.
Yeah.
I don't think that's happening. I know they want to rely on what hockey and NBA and baseball does, but baseball is going to go to September 27th. if that season continues. Where
So-
that would be, you would be already working into week 3 or 4 in football if it started on time. I don't see it because remember what we said? I don't know if we said it last week. They're in physical contact, face to face. The linemen.
I know. It's you're right in each other's face. I don't know how they're going to do this, and still the protocols are yet to be discussed.
Yeah.
We're going to find out at some point in time. We will find out what the NFL plans to do.
Sooner or later. Very soon.
But with 66 players opting out, it's not looking so good.
No.
You know, I mean, it definitely for the for the rookies and the guys that are still green, draftees and draft picks and stuff like that.
That'd be good for them.
It might be good
If they want to play.
If they're not one of the 66.
I don't think they are.
But you know that would be some great field time for them, especially if you can manage to put in a full season. That's great experience points right there.
See if I heard it right today. They were talking about Beckett. Did he opt out? Did you hear anything?
Mm-hmm.
No? Okay.
All I know now is what I just saw, and it was on Twitter. Sports news right now is that as of today being the deadline, 66 players. I don't have a list of the names yet, but I will look into that.
Right.
Because now I'm curious to see like who are some of the heavy hitters, especially like if we're looking offense-wise, some of the big names. Defense-wise, I imagine you probably my prediction, my guess is this. Without having the list in front of me, I'm thinking that a majority of these 66 players are the ones that are on the defensive line.
Yeah.
You know that are
I don't know if you heard
constantly.
this, Antonio Brown, which I don't think it matters anymore. He got suspended for 8 games already.
For what did they say?
Protocol against the NFL, you know, what they're ruling. You know, he did something. Yeah. Doesn't matter. I think he's washed up anyway.
Yeah, I'm guessing, especially like through the history right now over the last 2 years. I don't know what's
one of the
going on
greatest
with
receivers
Antonio
I
Brown.
ever saw.
Yeah,
And turn, you know, into a zero.
that's
With his mouth, you know, you name it. This guy was phenomenal with, what's his name, the quarterback?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
Big Ben.
Big Ben and him, man, they targeted and, and boom, all of a sudden. I don't know. I don't get it. He lost a ton of money by, he was offered, or guaranteed like $29 million. Lost that.
Oh, and then put on a team with the Pats, where you could
One
have
game
had
he
some.
played, right?
Yeah,
2. maybe.
1 or 2 games, but he could have had such a great amount of success with the Patriots.
Yeah.
And back when Tom Brady was still on the team.
Then he opened his mouth. See ya. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on.
It's definitely, especially for NFL fans, including ourselves, it's concerning right now because that's one thing that helps me get through the winter is football.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not paying too much attention to how cold it is outside or how much snow is on the ground. I'm thinking about, oh man, what's today's matchups going to look like? And especially for me, I play fantasy football. I'm looking forward to, okay, the matchups. Who do I have today? Who's playing? What are the odds of me winning?
What the hell am I going to do Sunday morning when I don't see a pregame?
Oh, man.
There's no game. I don't think it's going to start. I don't want to be pessimistic, but I don't see it.
It's not looking good right now, especially, like I said, going back to the 66 players opting out. We will look more into it in the future just to find out, just to base some opinions and ideas off of which players and how much that'll affect these teams.
Rumors are, if they do start, let's say it's a delay, November 1st. Now you're talking, 2 weeks, before Thanksgiving?
But would they just shorten the season? Or would they extend
That I
the
didn't
season?
hear. They said, I heard nothing about suspending
Pay
games.
attention to that right there.
I
because, I'm saying in the future.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about right
Yeah,
now
yeah.
or the past.
They said the only thing I remember saying, there'll be no buys.
No bye weeks, really?
No. If let's say if they lose 8 games to start the season, you say in September and October, it's close to 8 games, right?
Yeah.
And if they have to start, like say early November, there'll be no buys. And you could see if the season ever started, you might see football in May.
I mean, I'd be okay with that because I know I've said this in previous episodes of this show,
Yeah.
that, having football go past February, which, because once the Super Bowl's over, you still got like another month of winter to go.
Yeah.
So having it go into May, I would have no problems with that, and I would wonder, I wonder, and would like to see if that be the case. How would the players react to playing into May in warmer conditions, better conditions? How would that change the how the momentum of the season goes, especially for certain teams? Like, would it better them? For instance, the Miami Dolphins that are used to playing in warmer weather climate, California, Vegas. I mean, how would this influence their season?
I don't know. I'm so confused because everything is being pushed another way. Like I said, hockey's probably not going to start till November, which normally starts, October.
Mm-hmm.
If that season does continue, which it looks like it might, because they have so little COVID right now. NBA is going to be delayed. Go field basketball, excuse me. If football is delayed, okay, let's say 2 months, baseball is going to be over. If baseball makes it, then you got nothing. You'll have no hockey, no NBA, and no football.
Back to watching the classics. Oh.
Yeah, I'm tired of that.
You know what I just realized too now? Because of COVID-19,
Yeah.
Halloween is going to be a totally different thing now.
If
it even happens.
There'll be no Halloween.
There'll be no Halloween.
You don't think people are going to say, I don't want to go to these houses?
No, I understand. It makes sense. It just occurred to me now that Halloween, and that's one of our favorite holidays out of the year, my wife and myself, and we always like setting up the house real nice and making it real spooky and giving out candy and hanging out.
Everything.
I got these strobe lights. I got some crazy, creepy mess. I just kind of come out of the driveway and scare the shit out of fucking...
Thanksgiving. That'll be, hopefully, just people that go to families' houses. But there'll be no parade. There'll be no football that night, maybe. Because there's usually 3 games on
this just
Thanksgiving.
dawned on me now. Yeah. Just like we were talking to sports, and you were like, "Oh, it'll go into November. Forget October." And I'm like,
if there's no football, there'll be no games that night.
And that sucks because I got a week. I got the week of Halloween off this year.
I don't see Halloween happening.
No.
You don't think families are gonna want their little kids to go to door to door?
No, definitely not.
What are they gonna do? Wear masks? They're already decked out in their outfits.
Well, in that regard, though, you could wear a mask under the mask you're wearing.
I think people are gonna be suspect about it, though.
And if Halloween did happen, I mean, I can imagine that the costumes would be a bit differently.
Oh yeah.
Only in the sense of like the heroes out there today right now are nurses and doctors and
That's what
first
you see with
responders.
masks. So kids coming with masks.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Is like maybe if Halloween did happen, I imagine.
This is so messed up, boy. I never saw anything like this. Hopefully, never will again. Everything has been pushed off or delayed because of this COVID, and the Lord only knows when it's going to be over.
Well,
and even when it's over, are we going to still be suspicious?
Of course.
Are we going to still have to wear masks going to stores? Or let's say they say, season over and people are allowed in a stadium. I guarantee everybody's wearing a mask.
It just fell off my chair.
What is it?
I don't know.
Don't eat it. Yeah. Everything is so unpredictable right now. We could talk about it all day on a show. When's good? No, we don't know. Till they get approval, if there's a vaccine one day, and even if there is one, man, do we go back to the stadiums?
I think there would be for a lot of people there would be precaution.
Yeah. How many people are going to allow in
concerns?
Yeah. Let's say a Giant start, Jet start. How many people are going to allow it?
But even if a vaccine happened, would you go at full capacity, or would you do 50%? Yeah, no, that's a really good point.
That's my point. I wouldn't even say 50. I'll say 25. Yeah. Think about the money they're losing. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, this is not good.
You know, sports is the one thing that revives issues like we said about 9/11 and you name it. That brings people back together. You know, they love watching the game. Now you can't even do that.
No.
Nobody's in the park. It's I know you said, you get used to it. I'm not used to it.
I didn't even really notice it because, like, when I'm watching a game, and I know, and I don't mean to cut you off, but at the same time, we've beaten this horse to death right now, and that's why I'm cutting you off right now because so getting to watch the game at your house Monday night with nobody there, I didn't even I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was, when I'm watching a game, I'm watching what's happening in the game.
Yeah.
I'm not watching what's happening outside and what the fans are doing.
I do.
And no offense to the fans, but as a fan, I'm paying attention to what's going on
the field.
On the field.
Yeah.
I want to see big plays happen. I want to see home runs.
Yeah. But there's no roar when a guy hits a major home run, to win a game. It's nothing. That's the thing. Only thing that bothers me.
I did think what I thought was really cool was when we were watching Monday night's game, the Yankee game, that the players that weren't playing that particular day, for that particular game, they were sitting out in the stands.
Yeah.
And good. I thought, because not only is it social distancing, but I could only imagine from a player standpoint, to me, if I was a player, I think that's really cool to sit in the stands, and just kind of watch the game. You got to remember something, is that these players, though they are professionals, they were fans of baseball growing up, and that's what drove them to want to become professionals. So to even just sit back in the stands again and hang out, just like, I feel like there's a level of nostalgia there where you get to sit there and watch the team that you're a part of, you're supporting your team, but also get to sit there as a fan of the team you're a part of.
The only problem is when somebody on your team does something well and he runs in the dugout, you're not there. Remember the high fives, the bumps.
I know, but you get to sit there and cheer like a fan.
That's it. That's about it. Yeah.
Could you imagine being in the right spot at the right time, and then all of a sudden, like if you're any player, right, and your team hits a home run to you, and you catch that and go, dude, I caught your home run.
Yeah, well, they're not out that far unless they're in the bullpen.
Foul balls and shit, Dad.
Yeah, that's true. But again, it's so rare. There's only like 9 guys on this side, 9 guys on that side, and the other half are the groundskeepers. Yeah. That's the only people you see in the stands right now.
But I can only imagine too.
No vendors.
I can only imagine too, because listen, I am not the kind of person that likes to look at the glass half empty. Mm-hmm. I always like to look at the glass half full.
Yeah.
What are some positives? Because the more and more you feed into the negative, the more and more it brings you down.
True.
I like to be lifted up. I like to think about the good things right now. And one of the good things I'm thinking right now is I can only imagine what the sound of the crack of the bat when someone hits a home run in a stadium with no fans. How epic, how powerful that sound must be.
Yeah. It
must be even higher because now there's no noise drowning it out. You just hear the bam and then the echo.
The problem is there's no response.
But that's what I'm saying is because once again, you're going glass half empty. I'm staying glass half full, Pops. Yeah. Because I'm looking at it as, could you imagine being a player on the on the other team or for your team and you're not playing that day? Maybe you're a pitcher, you got the day off, and you're sitting in the stands, and all of a sudden, your teammate, bam, hits a home run. The audio of that must sound so much different in a stadium with no fans.
Oh, yeah.
How powerful it must sound.
They hear the guys talking. There'll be no curtain calls, by the way.
If I was a professional player, I would just do one anyways. I would do a curtain call to the cameras, to the people watching at home.
I give credit to guys, I think when the Boston came in, and he introduced the lineups, down the first base and third base line, they introduced one guy, and he went like this. Like he was waving to the no fans.
And I
thought that was funny.
Yeah, it is kind of funny because I do see when we were watching Monday night's game, they catch a pop out in the outfield and they turn around to throw it and they're like,
"Oh yeah, yeah." Usually throw it to the stands to give somebody a souvenir, right?
So I can see how that can be confusing. It's a force of habit. It's something that you're used to doing. I do, I mean, it is.
That they've been doing forever.
It is kind of hilarious to watch on live TV when you're like,
maybe not. I just hold the ball. Sometimes they throw it out in the seats anyway. So
why not? Because then you get used to the. Here's the thing, and here's a thought. If you're not throwing it into the empty seats, and we don't know how long this is going to last for, right, everybody?
Nope.
So then what if you get into the habit of not throwing the ball into the stands, and then when everything goes back to normal, and then fans are ready to be, but you're used to just running away with the ball, and then you look like a dick, don't you? I do applaud the players that are on the fields right now, and I do give them a lot of respect for going out there and playing the game to keep us entertained, even though there's nobody in the stands. And to keep going about the way you normally do things, and even though you can't do an encore and wave to the to people in the stadium, you can still wave to the cameras. Because then even the people watching at home, like me and yourself and everybody else out there, would at least feel a little bit more embraced and, like, once again, a sense of normalcy. It would make you feel like you're more...
Who gets the souvenirs?
It would make you feel like you're more in the game, even though you're not there.
When somebody hits a home run, he gets the souvenirs.
Person that hit it. Because think about it, that also adds, I wouldn't say like a level of value really to the ball, but a level of, it is special to you because, you did this in a season where, one, we didn't think a season was going to happen, and two, you went out there and you fought for your team to win, and you all fought together for the team to win and to entertain, and then, it has some sentimental value through hard times right now.
True. Unfortunately, there's nobody there. We'll see. We'll see. We got any footnotes here?
Yeah, I went through all mine. I got one more left, but I'm going to save it for the end of the show.
Okay. I think
what do you got, Pops?
We wrote down, Judge hit 6 home runs in 5 games, tied A-Rod. The record was 8 by Mattingly. The game we watched the other day because of rain, that's...
Yeah, but... Soroka.
At that time, we didn't know, and then later on they said it was confirmed it was a right Achilles.
All right, so hold on. So just before you just read through everything, let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
So Soroka goes down. And for those that didn't catch the play, it was... right, Dad? It was... You could see his right leg, it did like a snapping motion.
Yep.
And so, yeah, it is confirmed it was his right Achilles heel.
Yep.
Unfortunate because now he's going to be out, and to me it didn't even necessarily look like a weird step to take.
No.
But the fact that it happened, it just goes to show once again, is that these players aren't 100% ready.
Nope.
But they're playing like they're 100% ready. Because of what this season means. And we watched in that game Monday night, Judge, that slip up in the outfield.
Yep.
He managed to catch the ball in right field, but if his cleat would have dug a little differently, he could have blown out his knee.
Yeah. You see Scherzer yesterday.
Major concerns right now.
Walked off the mound after 1 inning. Tweaked, going to first base, tweaked his hamstring. He said he's okay, but we'll see.
This is once again going back to the injuries. And now sitting players more often to survive a 60-game season makes more sense. It makes more sense, does it not?
Yeah.
Going back to the beginning of the show. Short but not sweet. This is where the not sweet part comes in. Because the season is definitely short, but here we go, is that players are getting hurt, and we saw it Monday night firsthand, and when you saw that pitch, Dad, it looked like a pretty regular delivery for Soroka.
Yeah.
And then just planted his right foot wrong.
That's my mind. How that happens. Achilles, usually that happens when you do something really crazy. Not that.
But once again, they didn't have the time to warm up. And now, think about it this way as well, going back to our previous discussion earlier in the show, is you only have 60 games to make the playoffs. Imagine how hard they're pushing themselves out of shape.
Yeah.
because they know that every game matters now. So I'm going to push my body to the limit, even though my body is not ready.
Yeah, they pitched the first game against the ground. They were good.
Yeah.
No issues.
I know, but it's just, you could see within 2 weeks what is unfolding right now.
Yeah. Nothing but injuries.
Yeah.
And mostly pitches.
So that's going back to what we had talked about earlier. Once again, is the bigger picture of what I was saying starting to open up a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's making a little bit more sense now that these guys are really pushing themselves because they know that this is a short season and they have to go full bore to try to gain as many wins as they can to make the playoffs. And by doing so, their bodies are not physically ready. They're going to get injured. And it's proven, once again, like you said, just pitching, 75%.
Who's going to get hurt next?
Let me remind you, 75%. We're not talking, 25%. We're talking 3/4 of the starting pitching in MLB are injured right now.
Yeah.
2 weeks into the season.
And guess guys who are struggling, like Gary Sanchez or guys on other teams, they might try to overdo it and get hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then all that does, though,
Was that a history of injury anyway? But
but all it does in the future is when we do get through this pandemic and all sports start up again.
it's the major question: when?
But here's the thing: is that in the event that it could start up next year, because here's the thing: is your health,
Yeah.
and yet you're destroying yourself to try to get to the playoffs instead of strategically and thinking about it logically and smart and how to go about this instead of giving 110% when you've only had a week to train.
That's why NFL guys are opting out. There's no training.
No.
Training was supposed to start like July 14th.
Making
That's close
sense.
to a
It
month.
makes a lot of
Close to a
sense.
month.
It
No
makes
training.
a lot of sense.
Yeah. No training. You're gonna go into the the season, if it ever started on time, which it won't, and get hurt, and you're done. You cost your career. Now most of these guys are not gonna get paid that opted out.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. But you know
I
what?
don't think they care.
At this point, is it the money or your health that you're worried about?
I think it's about the health.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. If
And that's
guys
why
are-
if I could give anything to the professionals playing right now, it's just think about the words I just said. I highly doubt that there's any professionals watching the SportsCast right now.
Yeah.
But in the event that somehow it does come across your ears, understand the limitations of what is happening right now, that you have not had a lot of time to warm up and get ready. So you cannot play as if you are in August right now. You have to act as if you're playing like you are in April.
Yeah. Don't forget, no training, no preseason games, and you're gonna go into the season
There's no warm
trying to
up.
play.
There's
Nothing.
no warm up.
Nothing. That's why these guys are opting out.
Yeah.
And it'll
And
probably,
this
like
is
you
once
said,
again
66.
going back to when we talked about Judge and LeMahieu.
Yeah. Well,
And this is why they need to sit, because you know what?
Mm.
That I'm talking about across the board. None of these guys are 100% ready. Some maybe more than others, not discrediting the players that are performing the way they're performing. Oh yeah, I'm ready. Listen, pride and ego only get you so far.
yeah.
Okay? Okay?
Yeah.
Physically being ready for the game and having the time to be physically ready for the game, that is a whole nother thing.
No, the only reason I disagree because they already played 11, 12 games.
This
I
is
think-
nothing.
Yeah, but I think they
That's
were already.
nothing.
They were already ready, and I think you gave a game away tonight.
Yeah, that to
My
me
opinion
is
only.
nothing. That
My
is
opinion.
nothing. And see, here's the thing: is I had the line out. This fish bit, and I was reeling him in right there for a second, but then he went right back to the no.
No, they ain't changing my mind about this one. I think Aaron Boone, he might have
Well,
saved.
don't worry, because
two
you know what?
injuries,
Unfortunately,
but
in
he
the
gave the game
future, God forbid, if players do get hurt,
Yeah.
and that won't even change his mind, because he'll sit there and say, "You guys are young, you're professionals, you should be able to do it."
But if the Yankees lose the division by one game, I'll bring this one back up.
You can hold me to it.
Okay.
You can hold me to it, but if these players make it through the season with getting rest every 2 weeks or so,
Yeah, I don't.
every
think-
10 games or
yeah.
so, I
think-
will hold you to that and go, well, look at this.
Yeah, no. I think the Yankees are right now. Fortunately for the Yankees, Their only threat is who they're going to face tomorrow. If they, let's say they take 3 out of 4 from Tampa, they buried them. Because Boston doesn't look like they're doing anything. Baltimore, I doubt it, but who knows? Toronto, doubt it. So, if the Yankees take 3 out of 4 this weekend, you know, they're going to play the whole on Saturday. Remember I told you the odds.
Yeah.
50-50. Which was proven last night. They almost came back in the first game, but the second game, that game was close. It was 1-1 till the 7th inning.
I know, but we talked about double headers and how hard it is to win both.
Yeah,
and
especially in
so
7
it
innings.
was split.
In 7 innings. Never mind, 9. 4 extra innings. 7.
So now we are coming up to the close of the show right now. And there is one more topic to bring up right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Go ahead.
I find it to be pretty exciting, and I do want to incorporate more gaming into our SportsCast, because there are esports and things like that for gaming where it is considered a sport these days, all right? So that's not a weird thing. Here's the thing, is one of the top competitors, in my opinion, he went through some difficulties over the last 2 months. Is now currently back. I saw it today. He's probably still live right now, and he's on YouTube, everybody. So if you're curious to see what Dr. Disrespect is up to, he's back.
Yeah.
He's back, and he's live streaming on YouTube, I think, as we speak right now. Because I know when I left work, I saw it was fired up. There was over 90,000 people watching. And I just want to tip my hat. Welcome back, Doc. Hopefully everything is going well for you. Hopefully it wasn't too serious, too crazy. You know what I mean.
Not to be serious.
I know, but you know what? It's good to see you back.
Wish you luck.
Yeah, wish you luck, and it's good to see you back live streaming again, my man. And
there you go.
Pops, is there anything you want to add?
I'm done.
We're done. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much, Felicia. Thank you so much, Jesse, for stopping by and chatting with us. We always appreciate your company, as along with everybody else.
Yeah.
If you're new around here and you like what you see, remember, click that thumbs up button, because it really helps us spread the channel across YouTube. And subscribe if you want to follow us further into the show and what we're doing here.
Yeah.
We have ideas for the future, and we stream every Thursday night, Eastern time, around 8:30 p.m., give or take. You know, there's normally a 15-minute swing there, depending upon how quickly I can get everything set up. Jesse says, always, Jesse, my man, you're a legend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show, and catch you guys later.
Have a great night.
Take it easy now.